Welcome back to Higher Ground Lifestyle, where things are getting exciting on the camper van build front. We're at the stage now where we're ready to fit the furniture. As you can see, we've now completed the carpeting and the curtains, the pop top, and we've also laid a solid wooden floor and the vinyl in preparation for the furniture going in. Now, I haven't done any videos on any of this because there are lots of great videos on the net for you to look at. But the most important thing is to make sure you've got a really solid, flat floor that's not going to move and not going to squeak. And that's a sound basis for fitting our furniture. You'll remember from our previous videos that we've gone with a U-shape conversion by Van Furniture, and that really works for us. Have a look at the previous videos and remind yourself how we've modified these units and why we chose them. My experience is that the van furniture units do need to be slightly modified to get them to fit neatly in your van. That doesn't mean that they won't fit in the van straight out of the packet, as it were, but to get a really nice, neat finish, I've done a fair bit of fettling. Just little things like clearance holes for the rear threshold plate, and also reprofiling the curve at the back here so that it's a really neat fit in the corner. So there you can see the impact of reprofiling. It's really nice and tight in the back corners, and that's important because space behind here is largely lost to us. So I want this rear unit, which is the first one we're going to put in, to be as far back as it possibly can be, because the pinch point in these U-shaped units actually comes behind the driver's seat, and where the end point ends up, of course, is directly related to where the start point is. So we want to get that rear unit back as far as we possibly can. Another really important consideration here is safety and how you're going to secure your van furniture to the floor of your van. I've decided to use bolts, and I've decided to use as far as possible the existing lashing points in the van, which I had pre-drilled in the wooden floor, so I can actually access the bolts from the lashing points, and my plan is to use all 6 of those bolts to secure the van furniture in different places, and then to supplement that with additional bolts and screws that will both tie the furniture in together and then tie the whole furniture unit to the floor. The really important thing here is you don't want a situation where when you hit the brakes you've got 100 kilograms of wooden furniture flying through the back of your seat. That really wouldn't be very clever at all. So those are the brackets in place at the back. The main bolt going into the existing securing point fixed to the van, and then a couple of bolts which I'll shorten in due course going through to hold that back panel in place. I'm now going to just work my way forward, securing the different units up to the front of the van. Just to make sure that the units are square as I secure the side units, what I've done is I've used a couple of these cabinet type fixings to lock the side units in solid, with the bed folded down in the middle so that I'm confident that everything fits appropriately. I'm now going to fix the side cabinets to the floor. The cabinet with the pull-out drawer, I'm going to secure using this side lashing point, and that's the captive nut in the floor there. You can see I've had to remove one of the pieces of wood from the top just to get access to put that bracket in, but I'll put that back in with some reinforcing pieces before we put the camper into operation. And I really want to get another bracket in there solidly to the fuselage of the van to hold this heavy side unit. Looking into the hole that I've created, I've now secured that bracket that I've made, and I need to bolt it through this piece of wood here. And the way I'm going to do that is use the same kind of bracket to mark my hole positions from the other side so I can drill through where I've got a bit more space, and then we can bolt it into here, and we've got another really solid fixing point on the chassis of the van. With the bracket in place, I've now glued and screwed a couple of side pieces on, countersunk a couple of holes, and we can drop that back in, screw it in, and it makes access to that bracket easy if we want to remove the furniture at some stage in the future. Nice neat job. The remaining units were secured in a similar fashion with a combination of L brackets and bolts to hold them all together and then to hold them to the floor. The side with the cooker and the sink on it's actually slightly easier because you've got better access. And again, as I said, it's really important from a safety point of view to ensure that the units are absolutely rock solid and will not move in the event of an accident. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please do follow Higher Ground Lifestyle. Please like the channel and watch out for our final concluding video on Project Shinya Van, which will be out very soon. Thanks so much for watching, guys.